Okay, quick look at these runners prior to heading out onto the track. Number 1 is No Plastic for Helen Harding and Tash Faithful. Start number 16 today. Comes off a last start second at the meeting the Esperance Bay picked up. And it finished ahead behind Oakwood. Been knocking on the door. No Plastic is currently at 12-1. Number 2 is Bad Boy Boo for Paul Tapper and Christy Bennett. Start number 14 today. Finished second behind Hubert last start. Wasn't a bad run. Went straight to the lead and got headed in the last 50. Bad Boy Boo currently at $19. Number 3 is Northern Sunrise for Ross Craig and Christo Sardelic. 56 the weight with the claim. Start number 9 today. Did win a trial at Lark Hill on the 11th of March. Number 3, Northern Sunrise at $31. 4 is Wanna Cracker for Peter Fernie and Jade McNaught. 6th last start in that field of 7 behind Born and Bred at our last meeting of last year. First up today, Wanna Cracker currently at $8. Scratch the 5. Number 6 is Dublin Red, the favourite for Brandon Fiore and Austin Gallardi. Second at Pinjarra on the 14th of March. So 2 weeks between runs. Went down 3.5 lengths behind Spectacular Park as a $7.50 chance. Dublin Red last start. Drawn the inside today. Now at $1.40, well into the red. Number 7 is Lady Derringer from the Anthony Oram stables. F and Johnston Porter to claim 2 will carry 53. Midfield last start. That was back in October. First up today. First up record, not all that good. Blinkers do go on for its first up effort though, $11. And rounding out the field is number 8, Way to Go from the Peter Fernie stable. Chanel Cooper to claim 3, 52 the weight for this capitalist 3-year-old. And this is its first start. Has had a handful of trials, however, between Lark Hill and Belmont. Way to Go at $7. That's the field of 7. They're making their way around to the gates for the running of race number 4. It's the BMGS Maiden, and it's coming up in 5 minutes' time. Okay, Wanna Cracker, Dublin Red. Wanna Cracker, Lady Derringer. Lady Derringer, Dublin Red. Lady Derringer together with Wanna Cracker, No Plastic. Northern Sunrise. Bad Boy Boo, Way to Go. Runners behind the line here. That's right, Marty, and that same man in the saddle too, Austin Gallardi, looking for 3 on the trot. And in race number 6, he rides a horse called Hafey, who they've come for rather extremely strongly as well. So Austin potentially looking at 4 on the card here today, but Dublin Red coming off that last start second at Pinjarra. beaten 3.5, but looking at the replay, it was a pretty handy run. He does look the one to beat here in race number 4. Okay, 90 seconds off start time. Racegoers here for the running of race number 4, the first leg of today's main quaddie. And it's all about Dublin Red into 138 now. Similar move to what we saw in the previous with Right to Silence. And Dublin Red, 138, opened at 350 with Tab Touch yesterday. And it has been backed off the boards. 138 and 112 the place. Very short considering pay 1-2. And then out to Way to Go at $7 on debut. Want a Cracker at $8.50, the rest $11 or upwards. Okay, so runners starting to come forward here. So coming forward, Want a Cracker. Start number 4 for this 3-year-old Galar Gelding, owned by Andrew Ingalls, who's been creative with his names over the years. Want a Cracker by Galar. Way to Go to come forward, together with also Bad Boy Boo, still out of line, Northern Sunrise and No Plastic well behind the line as well. So 30 seconds off start time here. And they are coming forward well, but it's all about Dublin Red. Austin Gallardi in red hot form, doing what he has to do on these short price favourites. And that was a very simple win we saw in the previous. So Way to Go coming forward. Thanks, Marty. Tab Radio on board now as the last couple of runners are coming forward. Northern Sunrise joins the line now. Had a trial at Lark Hill in the lead up to this preparation. First up today, has placed at the track before, and No Plastic, the Esperance galloper, comes forward now. But it's all Dublin Red, who will start a short price favourite here, 136, as we just await Lady Derringer from the Anthony Oram stable. Lady Derringer, Zephyr Johnston Porter in the saddle. Race number 4 on today's 7-event card. We're set at the 1200 for the BMGS. Standby, starter wasted no time. They're off racing. Want a Cracker out the back door from an inside draw. Likewise with Way to Go, who's being restricted to the tail of the field. Now pushing forward, Our Bad Boy. There's plenty of speed early on. Pushing forward as well, the favourite, Dublin Red, and Lady Derringer making a line of 3. So they're yet to sort themselves out up front. They were being followed then to Northern Sunrise, the outside of Want a Cracker, No Plastic, and last of all, it's Way to Go, but only 4 lengths covering the field of 7. Onto the Charles Street side of the course, and it's Dublin Red held together in front by Austin Gallardi, who's looking for 3 in a row. The outside is Lady Derringer doing it tough. Bad Boy Boo there as well. They were being followed next of all by Want a Cracker, the outside to No Plastic, and then we had Northern Sunrise second last, and last of all it's Way to Go sticking to the fence. Dublin Red off and gone at the top of the straight with 350 to run. Lady Derringer the outside, Way to Go coming through strong on the fence. They were being followed by Want a Cracker, and then we had No Plastic. The favourites in trouble here, Dublin Red. Way to Go the fence, the outside Want a Cracker. It's Way to Go who hit the lead hard up against the paint, and Way to Go goes on and wins. Perhaps Dublin Red, the rider's lost his irons, Gallardi in that final 50. Perhaps second just ahead of Want a Cracker, and a big break then to Lady Derringer, No Plastic, Northern Sunrise, and Bad Boy Boo, one of the last. Way to Go. First start today, and Chanel Cooper, 3 kilo claiming apprentice. This is her first meeting at the KBRC, Chanel, and she's produced a peach here. It'll be interesting watching the head-on. In fact, the rider of Dublin Red has lost his irons a long way from home, so no doubt this has had a big effect on the favourites' chances of winning this race, and as a result has come off the inside fence and allowed that passage for Way to Go to come through. 8 wins it. Way to Go ahead of the 4. Want a Cracker gets the head down for second, ahead of the unlucky 6 in Dublin Red, and 1 No Plastic. A neck by a short head The numbers 8, 4, 6 and 1. Way to go breaks through on debut from an unlucky Dublin Red. There's a bit of a story there, Mark. Okay, way to go. Peter Fernie and Chanel Cooper by Capitalist from Leading the Way. A Brancusi mare and owned by the 2 Philly Stud syndicate managed by Into Philly. 8 your winner on debut ahead of the 4. Won a cracker for Peter Fernie as well. He's Quinella the race. Jade McNaught in the saddle for the minor placing. Andrew Ingles the owner by Galar from Wise Talk. 3rd in Dublin Red for Brandon Fiore and Austin Gallardi by War Chant from Razor Smile, owned by Justin Warwick. V. Gallardi, Mrs. P. Gallardi. C. Gallardi, Mrs. T. Gallardi. Also Mrs. L. Dorrant, U. Gope, G. Bamford, M. Arnold, L. Chapman, Miss C. Geo Geegan and also Miss S. Gallardi. And 4th in was the 1 No Plastic, Helen Harding and Tash Faithful. 8, 4, 6 and 1 after the running of race number 4. You'll need the 8 to be alive in the main quaddie.